Here's Trump being asked about the war. They're asking him what is specifically better than a ceasefire. What are you looking for here? Listen to what President Trump says. And I think this is pretty fair what he says, but I want y'all to really hear it. Turn your speakers up if you have to.
What specifically is better than a ceasefire? What are you looking for here?
An end. A real end, not a ceasefire. An end.
So something that will be permanent.
Yeah. Or giving up entirely. That's okay too.
Are you close there? Is that possible in the next 24?
Why not? Certainly possible. Complete give up. That's possible. Yeah.
All right, so this is consistent of Trump because he said that he want there to be a ceasefire overall, like end stop. That's it. I want there to be a ceasefire, bro. I'm tired of it. All right. I want y'all to hear what Tucker Carlson has to say about Trump potentially, because there's news out there, and I think it's lies. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. Don't believe everything you hear, because the Israel news is saying that Trump already decided to join in an agreement to join forces with them and go up against Iran in war, right? Don't believe everything you hear, because consistently for I don't know how long we've been here. Now, they are talking about meeting in the war room and all this other stuff. This is happening. We have to be prepared. We have to make sure that we are on point. We're watching everything and we are ready. That's something that he's supposed to do. All right. We hired him. We voted for him to do exactly what he's doing, which is be stern but careful, which is look out for our country and not get us into any more wars. And we're hoping that he decides to say, look, we're not risking life and limb for you all. Y'all want peace in the Middle East? At some point, y'all gonna have to do it your damn selves. All right. Now, there are some people that says, wait a minute, we're talking about Israel here. Israel is the people that we're going to defend to the end. All right. So that's what's going on right now. So people are like, man, if Israel is in it, then the likelihood of us getting in it is extremely high. And we need to stay away from it at all costs. All right. But let's be realistic. Trump has a decision to make here. All right. We're all part of NATO. These things are moving forward. And if it gets bigger, they're going to call in the big dogs. Who are the big dogs? We are the big dogs. So listen to what Tucker Carlson says. And again, I hope this does not get us in trouble on this channel. Y'all know we're not really supposed to talk about this type of stuff ad nauseum, but I'm willing to have this conversation because it's necessary. Okay. Hit the like button, gang, so we can get up to 1,000 likes to force YouTube to let people know that we're out here talking about something real. All right. Check this out, gang.
I actually really love Trump. I think he's a deeply humane, kind person. And I am saying this because I'm really afraid that my country's going to be further weakened by this. I think we're going to see the end of American empire. Obviously, other nations would like to see that. And this is a perfect way to scuttle the USS America on the shoals of Iran. But it's also going to end, I believe, Trump's presidency and effectively end it. And so that's why I'm saying this.
What do you mean by that? That's coming from you. That's
you get. Look, I knew Bush. I knew George W. Bush. We had, family connections to Bush. I knew Bush personally. I still see Bush sometimes, and of course, he hates me, and he does because I criticized him on Iraq, and that war is the sum total, from a historical perspective, of his administration. But I knew him, and he had all kinds of plans for the things that he wanted to do. But once domestically
right.
To improve the country.
Right.
And you may agree or disagree, but like in his mind, he wasn't just about the invasion of Iraq in March of 2000.
Oh, no. He was going to redo Social Security. He had all types of it. He was going to take care of the entitlements issue.
And he really thought it was going to work.
Yep.
And you could laugh at that or whatever, but the point is, the second you get enmeshed in a real war, not a fake, let's go bomb the villagers and declare success, though we don't even have a good track record. Like, why are the Houthis still there?
No,
there's a whole other question,
right.
which is how prepared is the U.S. military for a real conflict? And the answer is totally unprepared. Scary unprepared. I don't think people understand that. But anyway, the only reason I'm saying any of this.
Now, here's one thing, and I got to give them a little bit of pushback on this. I had to put on my headphones so I can really hear what they had to say. But I got to give them a little bit of pushback here. Now, even if he's being 1,000% realistic, right? All right. 1000% realistic when he says that our military are not prepared to really engage in anything that's like real out there, any type of real combat. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Is he saying that because he knows something we don't know? Is he saying that because it's the absolute truth that we aren't ready? As big as a name, as big as a voice as a Tucker Carlson, how dangerous is it to put that information out there that the United States military are not ready for a big conflict? This is something that I really asked. Like, I want brutal honesty, nothing but brutal honesty inside of the chat. Spare my feelings, spare everybody's feelings. Brutal honesty. All right. I do realize that people have been changing the way we look at our military over the years. I realize that not as many people have been rushing to join our military the way that they used to. I realize that they are putting people in high rank positions who don't really stand for what America stands for. I get all of that. But is that enough to say that our military is not ready for combat? And again, what about these other nations seeing this and knowing this information? Why wouldn't they try us if that is actually the case? At the end of the day, you know, I'm hearing what Tucker is saying, but I got to call BS on some of what he's saying, because it's starting to sound like this is what it sounds like to me. It sounds like Tucker does not believe in our country's strength and what we bring to the table. That's what it sounds like. It also can come off as careful, be careful. We don't want to get into a huge conflict that could lead us to World War III and potentially end civilization as we know it. So it could come from a cooler head. You know what I mean? Who knows? But who said, where is it that Trump said that we are about to engage alongside Israel in this war? Like, we're all coming from a speculative point of view. All right. So that's why I'm asking you these things. All right, let's continue to play.
Is because I really, really care.
All right. So he said he posted that because he really, really cared. Right. So this is when Trump posted this right here. All right. Says, somebody please explain to Kooky Tucker Carlson that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So he's saying that this is Trump's way of saying we will engage, we will do what we have to do to prevent them from having a nuclear weapon, based off of what Iran is known for and how much of a danger they are to not only the United States, but to the rest of the world. We have to get involved, if not just a little bit, to prevent this from happening. Now, see what Candace Owens says. Candace Owens says Donald Trump just completely fractured his base. Please let me know in the comments, do you feel like he is fracturing his base? She says Donald Trump has just completely fractured his base, and he did it for the very neocons who minted the Never Trump movement. This is unbelievable. Got a whole bunch of people that went and sounded off about this. You have this gentleman by the name of Nicholas. I don't know his last name, Vitamin. And he says, I agree with you, Candace, but I think Trump is playing strategically to keep the American people safe from war. He's not going to tell the enemy. He's not going to tell the enemy what he is really thinking. It's in his character. So Nicholas Vitamin is saying that Trump is playing this thing smart. Listen to what Candace says right after this. Candace then says, look at this. She said, no, he's not. He's attacking Tucker Carlson because Tucker named his donors who are supporting this war. He took 100 million from Miriam Edelson. She wants war in Iran, Gaza, and to annex the West Bank in return. She is saying that Trump has sold us out. Again, Candace Owens is saying that Trump has sold us out. How do y'all feel about that? And how do you feel about Candace putting this information out there like that? Do you think that it's smart? Do you think that she's right? Do you think that she's wrong? Do you think this reckless? Do you think that she's really overstepping? How do you feel about this? We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing. We have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace.